Greg here. Just a quick note to say that we got the episode number completely wrong here. It's not episode 213, it's episode 212. And we talk about how we almost got it wrong, completely unaware that we actually did get it wrong. And later on in the episode, we even joke about what would happen if we did get an episode number wrong and continued to have the wrong numbers going forward. Again, completely unaware that we actually did get the episode number wrong. So, despite what we say, this is episode 212. Enjoy. We're a little bit quieter. Right, testing. Talking more like this. Haha, yes, talking. Joe, go.
Emphasize. That's what we do. Emphasize. Enhance.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
The All-Seeing Gods. Greg and Joe.
Here we go now.
The All-Seeing Gods. The All-Seeing Gods. Greg and Joe.
Hello, welcome to episode 213 of the All-Seeing Guys podcast, Greg and Joe. I, of course, am Greg, and I'm joined pretty much recently, as always, over the kitchen table by, who are you?
Recently, Joe Jackson.
Recently, still in my kitchen, Joseph Jackson.
Recently, still in my kitchen, Joe Jackson. Still in the kitchen, Joe Jackson.
Still in the kitchen, Joseph Jackson. Once again, yeah, we are sat in the same room, across the same table in my kitchen, on what is promising to be, or looking like, a lovely day outside on this Tuesday morning.
It was, I believe it was Bill Withers that said, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day.
Wonderful. I believe it was the guy from Mad Max who said, "Ooh, what a lovely day! What a lovely day!"
Same guy.
Yes, there you go. Lovely day. Joe's sat here with me.
Just the guy from Mad Max. Really narrows things down for us.
But I mean, Fury Road. I forgot his name.
Beast.
Nicholas Hoult.
Beast from
Nicholas
Mad
Hoult.
Max.
Yeah, Beast from the guy from Skins in Mad Max.
Yeah.
Lovely day out and lovely day in the kitchen as well.
Indeed, yes.
How are we doing? You right?
Very well, thanks. Very, very well.
During the music play at the beginning, then I was like, "Oh shit, what episode is this?" And I had 212 written down, but then I quickly went to Instagram and checked the last post. And no, this is episode 213. So
213.
I almost went in with the wrong episode title.
Well, that could have been embarrassing.
We've done quite well to avoid that, I think.
I have.
I might one day go back chronologically and realise that we just fucked up the time.
Yeah, what if we'd done somewhere along the way?
Just completely. I accidentally put the wrong we jump forward 30 episodes.
Yeah,
like.
we need someone who's listened to all of them just to be like, hang on, it goes from 75 to 77.
I do notice that not all episodes, like for example, I know on Spotify, like the earlier ones aren't on there.
Yeah,
There's other places the earlier ones aren't on there. I think they're all on Apple.
I feel like
Spotify.
It starts at around like 30. Or
Yeah,
something.
I think maybe from when we joined Spotify, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Could be. We both had a drink at the same time, then. That was bad audio. So Joe's still here with me, as he has no internet still in his place. That's not the only reason. We both also had the day off.
Yeah, the saga is ongoing, but
Yeah.
I do quite like these little sit downs
Yeah,
that
it's
we get
nice.
to do.
Yeah, it's quite. It kind of feels like we've not completely come out of COVID. I mean, obviously, COVID's in the rearview mirror, but we haven't really sat down together much since COVID. That's when we just kind of like, actually, it's pretty easy just doing it over the computer.
Yeah.
And more convenient. Like,
It was like, there wasn't like a...
so we just kind of stuck doing it.
Yeah, just because we were available in an evening, but not able to travel or something, so we just couldn't be asked to travel. So we got way too comfortable with just doing it over Skype. But it worked, and it still works.
Yeah.
But these days are also fun.
Yeah, really fun, man. It's good.
I got a new wallet yesterday.
Oh, brilliant.
Mine was a relic
Right.
of what a wallet used to be.
Yeah, you get some good wear out your wallets, don't you?
I do
To be
try.
fair, I
yeah.
do as well. Actually,
I do try. But yeah, so I got a new one yesterday. So obviously transferred everything over, and
You make it sound like it's such.
it's not an effort at all. It literally took like
you're
45 seconds.
sat there with like 4 screens in front of you, downloading files.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'd take all the cards and everything that I'd sort of accumulated in my wallet, and I had my old vaccine cards in there from like when.
Good thing we got those still.
Yeah,
we get asked for those all the time.
I genuinely turned to Becca and was like, "Do I still need these?" Like she was just like, "No, we're over that as a country, as a nation."
I don't think I ever had to show it anywhere.
Nah,
All the places are like, you must have this, and no one ever asked me.
not at all. never remember once having to pull them out.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've still got mine. That'd be interesting. I remember I lost my first one.
I've chucked it. I'm just like, fuck it.
I remember I lost my first one.
Although Becca did say that, like, she did then turn around and say that, oh no, you might need him when we start all reacting awfully and dying, and you have to tell them as to which, if you had the Pfizer or the
they won't care,
or the other one.
They won't care
because it's only only a certain injection makes people go crazy. It was a good movie idea. It sounded good.
I think they're made that movie. Loads of films came out about bloody pandemics. Fucking hell!
I tell you, watching Contagion.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking shocking. The accuracy on that, it was so mental. But also, like, even though it's obviously it's all dramatized for like film and made to feel absolutely terrifying. And I don't feel like, although it was a bad time for the entire world for 3 years, I didn't feel like it was that intense. But just like the whole fucking ending of it is literally what fucking happened. Basically.
Sure.
It's just so mental. It's just like what, like Becca was like, no, watch this, it's good. And it was just like,
I can't remember that.
She's just like, wait for the end. Matt Damon.
But I remember.
When he was
younger,
like a chubby face.
Pre-born Damon.
And he's So it's Matt Damon and Gwyneth Paltrow's his wife. She's away on business, and I think there's some.
I'm on business.
There's some suggestion that she's had an affair or having an affair while she's away.
Right.
And then on the plane, basically gets incredibly ill on the way back and then dies.
Wow.
But obviously it's the whole classic thing of people flew with this horrible virus and now it's spreading quite easily. And then for some reason Matt Damon is immune. And it is just this whole it's basically everything, like lockdowns, like not allowed out of the house, like can't got to wear masks. There's panic at the shops. And it was just like, Jesus, man, like
we're so predictable.
It's just like it fucking happened, man. Holy shit. We were all Matt Damon.
I'm Matt Damon. I'm Matt Damon.
It's the new Spartacus.
I messaged Lewis the other day saying something along those lines. And I started it off with, I didn't say Spartacus. I said, I'm Tiger Woods. And Lewis replied with, I'm Tiger Woods. And he replied, what one did you just say?
Matt Damon.
No, one afterwards. Oh my god, I can't believe I've just forgotten. I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to look at it. That's throwing me off now.
What did I say?
Bad story. There was another that we were
Spartacus.
Saying. Oh, that's it, Spartacus. Just came over. I'm Castor Troy. Face-off reference, everyone. I might edit that down so it snaps a bit quicker. Or I might not. A little peek behind the curtain that we always leave wide open. There's no peeking behind the curtain of this podcast anymore. The curtains are wide open.
Yeah,
there's no windows.
No.
Like, it's all here. Deal with it.
Do you ever think, like, when we've had listeners on the show, do you ever think they're slightly shocked by how amateur our setup is?
No, sometimes I think they're like, oh, mics.
Yeah, mics. Oh, more than one.
That's all it takes.
I get my own
even
microphone.
though yours is taped to a fucking mic stand, which is taped to the table so the weight of your mic doesn't pull the stand over.
I mean, but it still works. Hey,
our setup's always been consistently shoddy. We once podcast into an upstanding bed.
Yeah,
so
I do enjoy that story.
So there you go. So
I like that it took us doing an episode for me to realise that I needed a table.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought I could move into that flat and not need a table. And then it was just like, oh, hang on, I haven't got a table.
Yeah, Jesus. Speaking of films, there was also the trailer for that sloth horror movie, which you messaged me like a screenshot of an article about it.
I think Lad Bible posted it or something, and I was just like, oh, I bet Greg's getting fucking savage.
Yeah, well, that was the first I heard of it, I think, when you sent me that picture.
So this is my fault.
And I was like, oh, no, and I was like, oh, no, I've not been tagged in that yet. And then literally the next day, it just started. Like,
head of the game, people, head of the game.
So what was it called? Slother House or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
something odd.
Basically,
like that.
a killer sloth horror movie trailer came out. It looks. I mean, I'm guessing it's meant to be quite funny as well. I haven't actually watched the trailer.
I mean, how serious could a sloth-based horror film be? Really?
But I was like getting.
I bet it's slow move. I bet it's slow paced, isn't it?
I got tagged on a few bits on Facebook and then Instagram. I don't usually get tagged on sloth stuff on Instagram, but I got tagged a lot on Instagram by people that don't usually tag me.
I just don't.
And again, I'm all for it. It was funny.
Yeah.
I replied to all of them. I'm not.
I don't like.
I play along.
I don't really think like I'm not sure how to take it. I don't really know how threatening a sloth can be. Like, is the chase scene going to be like them? Are they still like at the pace they are? Because that's what I want. I want like I don't want them to be like
maybe it'll just be like
super sloths.
It'll be like Michael Myers when it be like Halloween. You'll see him walking slowly behind them, and then all of a sudden he'll be next to him.
Yeah. So I do hope they keep the pace of the sloth, because it's just the idea of like a sloth slowly trying to strangle you and moving its hand just ever so slowly towards your throat. Like,
yeah.
It's amusing.
Yeah, no, I probably will watch it at some point when I'm forced to.
When I'm forced to, yeah.
But I haven't even watched the trailer.
I'll hold your hand.
I haven't even watched the trailer yet. So I was on holiday since the last episode. I think I went
yeah. How are you, Greg?
Yeah, I'm all right. I went on holiday. We went up north to Whitley Bay. Yeah, about 10 miles out of Newcastle. It was nice up there. It was very nice coastal towns.
I didn't actually, until you told me for later on, obviously there's Geezedrops, and you say this might require a Geordie accent. I didn't realise how far Whitley Bay was.
We weren't that far from Scotland.
Yeah.
Like,
should have just gone to Scotland.
Yeah.
Little day trip to Scotland.
Met a few Scottish people.
I can imagine.
But yeah, I met people from all up north.
All walks of
Sunderland, Newcastle,
Cumbria.
They're all there. But
all the hits.
It was good though, but I didn't realise how like nice and coastal the beaches and stuff were there. They were really amazing. Like, it was really nice. Like, and my dad his family grew up in like a place called New Bigham, which is up there. So that we went there for one day and kind of went to this old 14th century church and tried to find out my great granddad's grave, which we did find. And I was like, "You're the reason I have Dent in my name."
Yeah,
Gregory Stephen Dent Armstrong. I see him on there.
Greg was completing a side quest whilst on holiday.
I'm joking, of course. We went to like a family centre, and there was a woman in there, like a family history centre, and she was looking up the family.
Like, who do you think you are? Sort of like, but not
as intense as
but
that.
Not televised.
More like a little exhibit of the area.
Oh, okay.
But like, she was looking up the type. They do have like an online like family tree they're working on, so they were like looking it up and stuff, and finding all the where the connections and where kind of they were. And the thing is, there were so many. So I'm talking into the microphone. There were so many Armstrongs up there. Everyone's Armstrongs.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. Like, there was a list of everyone lost at sea, and it's like Armstrong.
Just not good swimmers, or
like, yeah, I guess so. Like, fuck.
Okay.
Just like,
or like Navy men.
But then she sent us to this little church down the road where there's apparently an exhibition in there about the area. So we went down there, and it was like getting there. It was like this church with just loads of like displays in there of all different types of Armstrongs who worked in the mines and did all this. Like, it's pretty mad. It was pretty insane. We went to an Armstrong museum as well.
Your lineage is strong, my friend.
We went to the castle, that massive, awesome castle that had been used in Vikings and some other show that I haven't seen. But it's been used in loads of TV shows. It was amazing. That was owned by like the Armstrong estate.
Ah. So somewhere in your
like
family
King
line.
Ralph.
Yeah, I was going to say. Spotted dick, sir. Can we get a bowling alley in here? Yeah. It's so weird how you can mention a film like that I haven't easily seen in like
I think I
30 years.
I remember the first time I saw it, maybe the only time I saw it, I was on holiday at Centre Parks.
Yeah.
I remember it being on in the morning and watching it and finding it really funny.
Films like that, there's two films like that where it really made me think like, oh man, I want that in my house when I'm older. And it was King Ralph and Big.
Oh yeah,
like
course,
Big when he's got like the big fucking open studio for somehow can afford on his fucking salary in New York. Yeah. Like they gloss over that one, but he's got like a pinball machine in there and stuff, and like a giant trampoline, and it's like the neighbours must fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's like living upstairs to a fucking 10-year-old.
It's awesome though. I love that room now.
But the same as well, like King Ralph, he's like, they show him around his new palace, and it's just like, oh cool, like this. Okay, well, pool table over there. Let's get a bowling.
I remember
alley.
he sneaks out to get a Burger King, doesn't he?
Yeah. It's good. It just it made me. I do sometimes think what my 10-year-old house would have been looked like. It's just been basically loads of.
Mine would be like a massive Mighty Max.
There would have been there would have been like a bouncy castle somewhere, just constantly on. I wouldn't even think about the electricity.
Yeah.
Like, just not. And then it's like, that would be great. Put a 10-year-old in, like, you can do absolutely whatever you want to your house.
Go nuts.
Like, do whatever you want. Here is an unlimited access to toys and whatever, just load it up. And then at the end of the month, you give him the bills for all the electricity that he's used. And I was like, right, now you got to pay that.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Now I figure out how to pay this.
Now the next part, now the real game begins.
What's council tax?
So yeah, it was very nice up there. We went to the castle, went to an awesome lighthouse. This lighthouse was really cool. You could see it from the caravan.
Yeah.
And it was
really
nice.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
You were just like, it's not that big, and I was like, hey, it's fucking enormous, mate. What are you talking about?
Compared to other lighthouses, it was 137 steps to the top.
I can't believe you didn't take like a black and white picture of it.
I've got black and white pictures.
No, but
of it.
with you in it, looking somewhat grizzled, like what's that, Willem Dafoe?
Oh yeah,
and,
Lighthouse.
Yeah, like the greyest film I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Yeah. I was looking out for Willem Dafoe. I had to be careful.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to be down on the rocks acting like a seal
with his massive cock out.
Did see seals, that was cool.
That could have been a different sentence then. I did see a cock, actually.
No, I did see seals, that was good, that was nice.
Yeah.
Plenty. Then I was like, I can't see any. Then after what's like a magic eye, you see one, and all of a sudden they will start slowly appearing.
Yeah.
Not like presenting themselves, they've always been there. And you're like, oh shit, there's another one. Oh shit.
He's got a big cock as well.
There's a big one.
I do, when I went down to Coverack to see Becca when she was down there, I do remember like being told to look out into the sea at general occasions because you'll probably see like seals or something out there. Not just like something odd. But it was like, it just went like there was no like dock or anything there, so it's just endless ocean.
Nice.
I'm just like, oh, there's a fucking giant shark out there somewhere.
Somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there's a giant shark.
So yeah, it was a good holiday. We'd go out a lot during the day, like going to all these castles and places.
Yeah.
And then in the evening we'd get back, taking Jenna over to the clubhouse for the kids' entertainment.
Oh yeah.
So I'd just sit in the bar while that's going on and just drink my beers.
Yeah.
Usually get through quite a hefty amount.
What was? Yeah, you said you got quite into a particular beer up there or something.
Well, no, well,
it wasn't like an unknown beer.
No,
like...
Madry. It's quite a very popular beer. They had 2 beers on tap, Madry and Coors. Last time I was in a similar place, I remember I was drinking Coors. This time I went for Madry, and then at one point I tried to switch to Coors, and it wasn't very nice compared to Madry, so I went back to Madry. Very uninteresting story, but that's what I was drinking. That was my drink of choice.
It's Greg's beer review
out of the small choice. Will I buy it elsewhere if there are other beers available? Probably not.
No.
But if Madry's the best out of the few, I'll go for Madry.
No, fair enough.
But there you go. So yeah, then I'll do that. Then we'd go back. I'd go to bed. I'd get up quite early in the morning. Take Nando for a walk.
No karaoke in the evening or anything.
No.
Nothing
I'd
like
go
that.
home. I'd usually go to bed fairly early, like 11 o'clock after my beers.
Yeah.
And
by choice or just
kind of by choice.
You're fucking battered.
And then but I'd get up early. Like 6:30 in the morning.
I've liked that when I've been on holiday.
Yeah,
there is something about getting up a bit earlier than you normally would. I mean, don't get me wrong, I also like a fucking lion.
Yeah.
Like, if it's nice outside.
I wasn't that comfortable in the bed, so I'd get up about 6:30, get Nando, take him for a walk. Nando's my parents' dog, by the way.
Was it the whole sort of setup they had where you were like, because in the past where they've taken the caravan?
Well, it's not their caravan. We're actually quite a big static home.
Oh yeah.
So we didn't take they got rid of the caravan. So yeah, we literally have like. Indiana has her own room.
Nice.
You know, everyone has their own rooms. There's a kitchen. There's a living room. Like, it's quite big. 2 bathrooms. There's 2 toilets.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I'll take Nando out for his walk up and down, come back, make a coffee, sit down, watch Cheers.
Yeah, that, mate, fucking yeah.
Back-to-back Cheers, followed by back-to-back Everybody Loves Raymond, and then followed by back-to-back Frasier.
Now,
and around Frasier's when people will start getting up.
Yeah.
Indiana joined me a couple of times for the Walking Nando. And she had lots of questions about Cheers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like, she had a lot of questions about Sam. About,
is he an alcoholic, Daddy?
No, about, yes, yeah, well, yeah, he's a full alcoholic, he's alcoholic. About him and, like,
I
the
never
women.
picked up on that when I was younger.
About him and the women.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, there was an episode where there was a woman who Sam had gone on a date with, and we only caught the end of this one, but like he was basically pretending that he didn't want to see her anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what had happened. So Diane wasn't his love interest yet. She was working.
Oh, not yet.
No, yeah, it's early. She's working at the bar, and she
there's
pretends to be his girlfriend to say to the girl that's after Sam, "I can't be with you because actually I do have a girlfriend."
Yeah, okay.
And they're going along with it, and Sam's pushing his luck, and he's like grabbing her bum a bit, kissing her loads, like, and she's like, okay,
it's like, all right, settle down, you fucking animal.
And then when the girl leaves, Diane like attacks Sam, and Jan's like, well, who does he love, Diane or Rebecca? Why are they fighting? Like, and then the girl walks back in and catches them fighting on the sofa, so they pretend they're just passionately making out.
That's great.
And she's like, oh, I wish I could find that kind of passion. Like, and then Jana's like, they're kissing now. And I'm like, yeah.
Like, you know what? From the eyes of a young child, I could understand why that would be confusing. You're just like, look, you'll understand when you own a bar and you've got women after you. Like,
she did like Everyone Loves Raymond. Quite actually, by the second episode, she pointed out to me what a horrible character the mum is.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
by
she
the
is. She's
second
fucking
episode,
awful.
She literally was like, she's a horrible character.
Yeah.
She's mean. Like, straight away.
Wait, his mum or his wife?
The mum. Not
his,
Deborah. The mum. Yeah.
Because both
Maria. But all the characters, is the whole point, isn't it?
I love that. What is it in Family Guy?
It's a testament to their good writing and acting.
There's a bit in Family Guy where it's obviously just to have a dig at Everybody Loves Raymond, and it comes on, it's like, and now back to Everybody Loves Raymond, and it's just the wife just complaining. And he's just sat there, like, slumped, like, sort of eyes just fucking half shut, and he's just like, I don't know, Deb, maybe it's just because you're a bitch. And then she pulls a knife out, and it's just Everybody Love Raymond music starts playing.
I always love that bit in, film is it? 40-Year-Old Virgin, when they're looking for the tapes, and he says a bunch of Everybody Loves Raymond tape on TV here. I don't know why, it's just a good show.
The porn collection.
He's like, I don't know why, it's just a good show.
Everybody Loves Raymond. I mean, I don't know why this is in here. I just really enjoy this show.
It's a really good show.
Boner Jams 03. I always like, as well, when another Judd Apatow one is Funny People.
Oh, yeah.
And Ray Romano actually makes a cameo as himself. And they're in there, and Adam Sandler's having dinner with Eminem. And Eminem's all just like, hey, man, who the fuck's this guy, like, looking at me all the time? And he turned around, I was like, what, Ray Romano? I was like, who the fuck is Ray Romano? Like, he starts, he's like, what, you don't know who Everybody Love Raymond is? And then he's just like, hey, Ray, what's your fucking problem, man? Why are you staring at me? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Marshall. I didn't.
Yeah, he calls him Marshall, doesn't he? I don't know, Marshall.
Hello, Marshall. I'm really sorry. I won't be staring at you. And then, like, Seth Rogen's just like, oh my God, I thought everybody loved you.
I wonder if you read that bit of the script very much, if he was like, ugh, or if he was like, well, Judd Apatow's doing it, I'll let him do it.
You know, I think but the way it's just I like the delivery of it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just like a passing comment.
It is delivered very well. So yeah, so I'd sit at the bar, blah, 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 go to bed. So that was basically my days.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have many interactions. Other parents spoke to you here and there. There were a lot of people, and obviously it was quite a busy park.
Yeah.
So there were loads of other kids around, loads of parents of all walks of life.
From certain
mate, it was so
pools.
funny, mate. The staff. This is sort of going to Geezedrop territory, but I'm just going to set up Geezedropping. But I've got a couple of interactions I will share from my.
Oh yeah, go on.
All at the bar.
Well,
that's when
best place
I
for
spoke
it.
to people.
Best place for it, mate.
My first day, I started working there. My first day, when I first got there, the first evening, there was a lad being shown what to do on the bar. It was his first day.
Oh, fucking
so
great.
They were like training him up.
Yeah.
And he was doing a good job. By the last day, he was like running the bar downstairs on his own.
Oh, a quick learner. Because you were there, what, 5 days?
I was a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were there a week. Although he did get everyone the food once. But this woman, this really pissed me off, man. And I'm sure you can appreciate this. And I might have already told you this at the pub the other day, I can't remember. But,
that was a blurry day in all honesty, my friend.
But I get there and there's one woman in front of me.
Yeah.
And it kind of looks like Maria from Everybody Loves Raymond, actually. But not as glamorous. Yeah. She's in front of me. The bar upstairs where the kids' entertainment is was really busy, so I've been going downstairs to the main bar, and it was really quiet and nice.
Yeah, tactics, mate.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm waiting there, and the guy's there on his own, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, he finishes pouring like a cause, puts it down with 4 others, gets another glass, and starts pouring a 5th. And I'm like, oh fuck, this is long. How many has she ordered? And he finishes the 5th pint, and he puts it down, steps back, and then she goes, I said 5 corks, not cores.
Oh, for corks?
Cokes. The way she said it.
Right, yeah,
I said 5 corks, not cores.
Oh, why would she do that? She's like, 5th one?
I know. That's why I was like, you literally watched. And then she went, I thought £28.50 was a bit pricey for 5 corks.
Wouldn't you see him pouring pints?
And paid the £28.50 for 5 cokes. Like, come on. Like...
Fucking logic there is gone, isn't it?
But the fact she watched him do it. And he was like, I all right, sorry, I better get a manager. And as the manager came, she turned to like me and was like, I thought £28.50. I was like, yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
We all know.
I was here.
We all know. We all know.
The upstairs bar heard you.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going back up there now.
I'd rather wait in a 3-deep queue.
It's loud music up there with people dressed up as big cuddly bunnies singing Taylor Swift animal-related parody songs.
Oh, God.
But I'm still going to go to the bar and order. They don't get it wrong.
That does not sound fun. I'm not going to lie.
It's not for adults.
No wonder you drank.
Oh, yes. In Jen, I loved it though. She adored it.
Oh yeah, it was for the kids, isn't it?
But it was I thought that was a pretty fun interaction though.
No, that is that's fucking mental.
It was funny to witness, but what a bitch, man.
Yeah,
you watched him.
Not
pour
even a bitch. Just a fucking idiot.
You watched him pour 5 of them.
Yeah, wouldn't you after 2?
But you know instantly. You know. Yeah. Sorry, I said cokes.
Sorry, is that for me?
Rather than watch, because that's not going to take him 2 minutes.
Nah.
Like you're there waiting, like. He's pouring pints. You're gonna, like, come on, Jesus Christ!
Just like, I don't want to disturb him. I was like, disturb him.
I thought £28.50 was a bit. You paid £30 for 5 cokes. You're the idiot.
Yeah.
You thought they were cokes, and then you watched him pour beers and didn't put 2 and 2 together. You knew what was happening. You were just you were just making him pay for mishearing you.
Unless she's just like one of those people that just has severe anxiety. And as I just like, no, I've paid.
No, she seemed to be very much relishing in the mistake.
Oh, that's fine. Then she's a dickhead.
She was relishing in it. She seemed to love it. No, she was a bit of a dickhead. Another evening at the same bar downstairs.
Yep.
We're getting Jenna some chips. She hasn't eaten much today, so you ordered the food downstairs. So I had to give a table number. So I actually sat downstairs for like 10 minutes or so while I waited for it. But when I ordered my chips, I had a few beers at this point. I went to the bar and I'm like, oh, can I get a pint of Madry and 2 bowls of chips? She's like, okay, any allergies? And without missing a beat, I was like, potatoes. And mate, her face was like,
straight off.
Her face was just like, and I was like, it was like a moment, like a pause moment, and I was like, I'm joking.
Yeah.
And my God, mate, she was like, like the most over the top laugh.
Like she'd never heard a
ever.
Joke before.
Like honestly, like getting her breath. If you weren't a ship then I was like, we wouldn't be able to sell it to you. And I'm like, yep. Oh my God, man. Oh. You wouldn't be able to eat them. No. You'd be allergic, like yeah.
That's Thanks for breaking it down.
Like it was getting really awkward after a while. I was like, sure. In my head, I'm like, surely someone said that to you before. To me, that was hanging through. I felt a bit cheap saying it. To be honest with you, but like I say, I was a few beers in. I was feeling a bit like,
you're feeling cocky.
You know, this woman served me beer for the last 6 nights.
Yeah. We're practically family now.
I can drop a cheeky potato allergy joke in there. She's ready for a cheeky potato allergy joke.
She won't see the potato allergy joke coming along. She won't see it a mile
She has
off.
no idea it was about to hit her.
She's going to have the best night of her life. She's going to go home and tell the fucking family about this. You won't believe what fucking happened today.
The whole family's crying with laughter.
Yeah. Like rolling about. Nan's died.
Yeah, she's...
Loved it. One of the kids.
They tell the joke that killed her at the funeral.
Yeah.
And it kills about 8 more.
That joke is the new virus because it just keeps like going and going. It's like, we have to stop it. Stop telling the joke. People are dying out here. Oh God.
Government are working on a vaccine.
Why do we have to wear masks? So you don't tell the joke. You can't hear it through the mask.
I'm hung in the market square.
Hanging from Whitley.
Everyone just pins potatoes to me.
Yeah.
I become the next Guy Fawkes. It's hot potato night.
Hot potato night. Quickly, burn a Greg. Oh God.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love it. That's so good.
The same evening,
jacket potatoes are the only things like sold at the events.
The same evening, When I went back to the bar, there was another lady there who I did think was a guy, and I definitely kept calling mate. That's okay though.
It's pretty neutral.
And while she was serving me, some woman ran over and was like, some kids upstairs have put toilet roll in all the sinks and turned them on and it's flooding. And she was like, oh, thanks for letting me know. Like, and she went away and she's like, oh, they're just kids. I used to do that. They're just having fun, pouring my drink and chatting away. And I'm like, in my head, like, aren't you going to deal with that?
Yeah. Should you not maybe go and turn the taps off?
Or tell someone. After a while, oh, Tracy, they're just kids, bless them. But apparently they've done this to the thing up. So you go have a look for me. She's like, oh, okay. Like,
oh, this has happened more than once.
Yeah. Well, they're just kids.
Oh, the wet bandits are back.
They're just kids. And this is my last little interaction here, which is a nice slide into Geezedropping. Is when I think I messaged you about this one, when those two Northern girls spoke to me at the bar.
Oh yeah,
or they heard me talking.
This is fucking great.
Again, excuse my accent because I've been doing Western. I don't know what I've been doing. Something. I keep rubbing my hands together for some reason. I can hear it on the headphones. So we keep listeners. If you're like, what is that noise? It's me for some reason. Mr. Burns in my own hand. I'm going to try and stop doing it.
Slowly sneaking in ASMR to.
It's Morse code for fucking potatoes.
Can I don't remember if I told you. You know when my boss was off sick?
I was about to finish my story.
Oh no, yes. I just from mentioning ASMR, I was just like, did I ever tell you that I got it mixed up with MRSA, and that's what I tell everyone at work that my boss had. I kept pronouncing it just like he contacted MRSA whilst he was in hospital.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, if I ever had a call or anything about like, it was like, how's he doing? And I was like, oh mate, he's got ASMR in the fucking hospital, mate. Like, and they're like, what? Like the whisper thing. I was like, no.
Yes, he can whisper to horses now.
Sorry, yes, you had one last interaction.
Yeah. So these two Northern girls heard me talk, and they're like, oh, a posh accent. Oh, he's so posh. And I was like, what? Sorry, no.
You do the accent you're doing does remind me of a character from Postman Pat.
Brilliant, I'll go with that. And
Norman.
and then I was like, oh well, I'm from London, and she was like, oh, do you know the Queen like?
Yeah, I love that mentality.
Do you live with the Queen? You sound like you live with the Queen. And I was like, well, the Queen's dead. Maybe that news hasn't made it up. As far north yet.
I love that as a retort as well.
And she was like, oh, he's cheeky like.
He's cheeky.
I sound like the guy who does a tango advert.
We're gonna play this back. That's so
cool. Oh, he's cheeky like.
Oh, that's good.
Then there was another guy behind me. They asked where he was from. And mate, he literally went, I'm on the Wagga Wagga. And they were like, oh, from Newcastle, a local. Like, and I'm like, what the hell did you know what that was?
What language is that?
I swear he just went, I'm from the Wagga Wagga.
The Wagga Wagga.
That's what I heard. Wagga Wagga. That's what I heard.
He's from the Fuzzy Bear Lake.
We do have quite a few Geezedrops this episode.
Oh, it's bumper.
I'd say we'd move swiftly on, but we're a good half hour in, so fucking A.
Yeah.
We're going to go into Geezedropping. Of course, we hear snippets of a conversation heard by us or you. You send them in, we read them out of context. Geezedrop, what did you heard? What did you hear? What did I hear? What did I hear on holiday? Geezedropping.
You what, mate? You what? Scared the shit out of me.
Geezedropping. Right, Joe just got terrified by the Geezedropping intro there. I did drop it in right near the end.
There was no warning. I was like, fuck! I have been once again, listeners. You have come through an absolute fucking treat this week because I've had Wayne has been in touch with me.
Brilliant.
Luke,
nice.
Top Shagger went on a top shagging tour.
What, a top shitting tour.
A top shitting tour.
And I think his band just supported him.
He was the headline.
Just shitting.
Just on a toilet on a stage. Just
beautiful.
Love it.
Wonderful.
Luke and his band Not the Face, which we played last week as well.
Yes, we did, yeah.
They went on a little tour, which we also mentioned, and it's successful by the sounds of it.
Yeah, awesome.
Did a little roam around the country.
Yeah, nice.
And whilst he was away,
kept his ears open.
Sent me a fucking ton of them.
Good lad.
Have you had anyone bringing you in?
Yep. So
you probably got some from.
I've got Marin sent me one. I've got one I heard the other morning. I've got another one I heard at Chestermore Adventures, and then I've got my holiday drops. They're mostly all me.
I think let's do readers. Let's do the listener ones first.
All right. So I'll kick off with Marin's.
All right.
No context, which I love it. It's good.
Perfect.
I like it. I'm in fucking love with a Catholic priest. Now, I don't know whether they're saying it in like I'm in fucking love with a Catholic priest in terms of realisation or self-confusion, or is it like, I'm in love with a Catholic priest?
The Catholic police.
I'm in fucking love with a Catholic... Bit of Fleabag vibes I'm getting there.
Vibes.
A bit of
but
Fleabag
like
vibes.
more intense.
Yeah.
I think I saw the second series, and in that scene, she is just like a bit like... It's like she's like, I'm in love with the fucking priest. But doesn't swear. But maybe this person's just really happy about that.
Maybe, yeah, could be. Okay, yeah, brilliant, yeah.
I mean, also, let's hope she has seen Fleabag and she knows what the outcome's going to be.
Well, yes.
I am married to the Lord. I'm also Moriarty. I've got a lot going on. I'm a priest.
So
I'm also gay in real life.
Who have you got other than... Because you've got a few from Luke, haven't you?
Yeah, I got quite a few from Luke, and then, Wayne... I'm going to read out Wayne's now. So Wayne went to... apparently, it was it says Poland Rock Festival, where he lives, or down where he lives. I think he's... last time I spoke to him or saw him, he said he was living in the Isle of Wight, but I think he's somewhere else now.
Right. We'll get a full address and we'll post it to the Facebook page.
Tell us your address and we'll dox you. So whilst at the festival, it says here, 2 women walking through the festival crowd. One says to the other, "Do your legs hurt?" And the other woman says, "I don't even want to go anywhere." Lost in it, mate.
Staying here, mate.
Stayed.
That
was good.
That is good. I don't want to go anywhere.
He also said that passing a tent, I heard someone ask, "How many beers did you bring?" And the other person said, "Oh, about 40.
Wow.
Now, that's not
I
enough.
thought you were going to say 4.
That's not enough.
No, it's not.
For a festival, in all honesty.
No, it's
not. I've consumed quite a lot of alcohol at festivals, and it is never enough. I do remember the year at Reading Festival where I discovered cider.
I discovered it, like just dug it up.
Well, I was aware of it, but like I didn't drink it, and then like because I didn't also drink beers, I was just drinking. I would just go to Reading Festival with like a couple of bottles of Jack Daniels and hope they lasted. And then someone was just like, "Joe, try a cider," and it was just Strongbow, and I was like, "Well, this doesn't taste shit like beer," which is just my opinion. You can drink. What
there
you
was
want.
a time I thought that about beer.
Yeah, I think
once upon a time. It was a long time ago now.
Yeah, I just taste buds never went to it. But I tried cider and I was like, well, that's fucking delicious. And then was like, would you like another? And I was like, yes, I would.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Then I drank 6 of them. Fell over. There was a picture of me with those folding festival chairs.
Yeah.
It was somehow wrapped around me whilst I fell over, and then I slept for several hours. I was gone. I was just like, well, that's an interesting drink.
Did me? Wow.
Yeah. I learned very soon about hangover headaches that day. And at a festival is not the place to fucking.
I had a not very nice. I knew it would be nice, but there really wasn't anything to choose from. Dark fruits Strongbow.
Not the one.
With my
not the one.
With my bat sausage and chips on holiday.
Oh, fair.
Well, what beer did they have? It was a really shit beer. Like the fact I chose
a dark.
I think it was Foster's.
Oh my god, that's not even awful.
I think it was Foster's. Sorry, Foster's drinkers. But it was a really hot sunny day, and to be fair, for the first quarter of it, really refreshing. But my problem with not cider,
just the fruity
ciders, like those, all the ones that everyone drinks,
too sweet.
Not even that they're too sweet. Maybe I can get through one of them, maybe 2. But this was happening. It was quite hot, and it was just sitting there. After a while, I just feel like I'm drinking syrup.
Yeah.
Like, and not just because it's sweet, but I mean, I even mean like the consistency,
it's
and the
like
heaviness
cordial.
of it. Yeah, like and the heaviness of it. It feels really thick and gloopy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember my brother bought some weird cider from like Lidl's or Aldi when they like first opened, and I remember he knocked it over. Oh my god, it like stained the carpet.
Oh my god,
fruit cider, and it made clean it up. It was disgusting.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, it's like glue. Like,
yeah. It's not good.
Anyway, we digress.
I remember me and Chris used to make our own snake bites. So like,
from scratch, like do the vodka. And
No. Without the vodka, it wasn't a turbo. But we'd get like a small crate of beers and a small crate of ciders. and then some blackcurrant cordial, and I'd go over his house and we'd just drink them, just listen to music or watch a fucking movie and just get fucking battered. But when we would always make it, it was, I don't know if it was just how we were making it or whatever, but like it was this brainy foam. Like, so obviously you get all the foam from the beer and the cider, but then as soon as you add the blackcurrant, it starts looking like a brain. Yeah. And you're just like, ugh. Yeah. Like, I don't think I want this. But then you drink it and you're absolutely fine. One more from Wayne here. Sorry, excellent. Well. This was after the event, or I don't know, it just says, two blokes about to get into a car. One says to the other, "It's a good job my car's not pissed."
Indicating he maybe is?
I guess so.
Indicating he maybe is pissed.
In no way am I condoning drink driving, but that did get me.
Wow. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Who else have you got there?
That's it. After that, it's me.
Okay.
So...
Well, I will...
tell you what I'll do. I'll do the two I heard that aren't holiday drops.
Yeah.
Then you can do top shaggers. And then we'll do my holiday ones.
Perfect. Let's do that.
So the two I had. So the other morning, woke up, Sunday morning, could hear a man shouting, walking through the alley, screaming into his phone. I was having a piss upstairs actually, and I pushed the little window open, looked out, and I could see him just walking through the alley, on the phone, just screaming. It was like 6:30 in the morning, and he was just screaming, "Go suck your mum, yeah! Go suck your mum!"
How are you that angry at 6:30?
Just go suck your mum. And Lizzie said she hears him quite regularly, like, so
Jesus
not regularly,
Christ.
but obviously once or so a month. First time I've encountered him.
My fucking God.
At Chisholm Adventures, I was stood by the little petting zoo area, and this family were coming in with their kids, and one of the kids obviously did not want to go in the petting zoo and was screaming out, "This is stupid and an epic waste of my time."
Just wanted to hit the rides. He's just there for the rides.
"This is stupid and an epic waste of my time."
You know that you see it on TikTok. It's that little clip of that guy going like, "I didn't do shit. I didn't fucking even do anything."
Yeah.
He's got that, obviously, that sketch show, which I think is on Netflix, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you watched any of that show?
Yes. The thank you for, what's it called? Oh my God, what's it called? Oh my God. Netflix. Oh my God, I'm just literally googling Netflix comedy show. What's it called? Thank you for. It's like a phrase, isn't it?
Thank you for visiting.
That's it. Thank you for visiting.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it might be that. I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, the only reason I bring it up is, have you seen the sketch he does where they're playing out like it's a reality dating show and there's like 20 guys for one woman and blah 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 blah.
Yes, I think I have seen that.
And the woman says that she's voting him off, and he's just like, "Look, you're a really great guy." And
he's just playing on the...
Yeah, and he's just like, "You're a really great guy, and I do, when we did speak, we got on, but I've just made so much more of a connection with everyone else because you're on the zip line all day."
Yeah.
And it just cuts to him literally just on a zip line every single fucking moment of the day. Like, when we sit down for the group meals, you don't even talk to anyone and you eat as fast as possible just so you can go on the zip line again. And he's just like, "That's bullshit, man." It's just like, and then like this, like, even the operator of the zip line is trying to ban you and you just refuse to listen. He's just like, "You go too fast." And he's just like, "That's bullshit, man."
There's a really weird one. It is weird, his little sketch show.
It's good.
Yeah. When I say little sketch, I mean to sound patronising. They're short episodes. They're like 15 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure they're short little episodes. I didn't mean like. I wasn't criticising.
It is weird, but I like it. I like the level of weird.
So there's one in particular that really stood out to me. Sorry, we've sidetracked here, guys. The one in particular that really stood out to me, and I know it's not funny when someone explains a sketch to you, but it's the only one of them when I was like, I feel, how can I say it? I was like, oh man, that's my humour. Like, I can feel that. That's the kind of humour I have in my head and can't verbalise sometimes. And I remember I tried some fresh stuff when I was doing the COVID when I was doing the COVID testing job, and a lot of it didn't land, so I kind of retreated back. They weren't ready, mate. They weren't ready.
I'd do a quick 5 at the testing site for COVID. A hot 5. It was a lot of, how are you, where are you from?
So I just flew into town. Boy, is the ozone fucked.
Hey, how are you? Where are you from?
Anyway, he has this sketch where they're in an office, sat around a table, and they're working away, and there's like a bang outside. Yeah. I don't know what it is, bang outside. They were like, "Oh," I'm like, Jesus. One of them's like, "Oh my God, I thought that was like a bomb," and they laugh. Oh, it wasn't. It turned out to be something really mundane. someone else is like, oh, I thought it was like I thought it was a car backfiring or something. And then the guy you show it is like, I thought it was a volcano. And they're like, what? What? And he's like, what? And they're like, a volcano? Jerry, really? In LA? Like, and he's like, yeah. She's like, oh, and they roll their eyes and carry on. Anyway, this girl next to him thinks she's like, oh, that's funny. Like, I think it's funny. And he's like, do you? She's like, yeah. And he's like, oh. And he sits there, and after a few minutes, he's like, whoa! I thought my pen here was a tiny pimp. And he's like showing her. And she's like, oh, right, yeah. And then he does it again. I can't remember what he does. He does it with something else again. You sit back a few minutes later and be like, oh, whoa! I thought this wasn't something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he gets a bit cringy. And you're like, where's this going to end? Like, this is going to be.
It's not. No, that's it.
And then after a while, the manager says to the lady, she's like, come in the other room. Never ever compliment Jerry. Never say he's good at anything. Never tell him, never say anything like that. Just ignore him. And she comes back to the desk and she sits down. And she stands up for him a little bit. Anyway, she comes back, she sits down, and he looks at her and he puts his hand out and he's like, take my hand. And she holds it and he starts like seizuring and his eyes start going. And he looks at her and then she looks and then she sees the world as he does, and there's like volcanoes all outside the window. And there's like tiny pimps running around his desk.
That's so good. That's so fucking good.
There's a lot more to it, but it's really fucking funny,
that's
man.
Great.
It's so good. It's so good. Just like you see the world how I see it. It's so good. I felt like I spent hours explaining that.
No,
it stopped as I was going.
Oh, that's fucking superb.
Right, should we go into Luke's Geezedrops?
Yes. So, as I said, Luke's on tour. Sorry,
Luke's been on tour with Not the Face. Hit us, Luke. Top shagger.
So, to start with, he heard this in Brighton. It just says here, my boyfriend is pissing me off so much I want to chop his dick off.
Oh, shots fired. Holy
What's he
shit.
done? What is to, I mean, that's John. No.
Probably just doesn't want to go in the same shop she does.
Yeah, could be, actually.
Sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound like a sexist comment, but that could literally be the case.
I nearly said that's some John Benet Ramsey shit, but that's not the man who got his penis chopped off.
No,
that is the girl.
No, it's the girl that disappeared or was found in the basement.
Yeah. He also heard this. It just says, 7-year-old me was pretty street.
Says 8-year-old Carl. Who's now a goth.
Yeah. You heard this in, this is 2 16, 17-year-old lads in Shrewsbury.
I thought you said the year. 216, Jesus.
17. 16, 17.
Right.
It just says, walk away, cunt. Walk away. I'm going to stab you up, blood. 16, 17.
Walking
16,
away, can't find the shadow stabbing in my life. I'm walking away.
Now, the next two are from the same man in I'm assuming different conversations. Otherwise, this guy moves at a breakneck speed.
He's got a pace on him. He's got a pace on him.
It just first he says here, take a snapshot of my arsehole. Sorry, a Snapchat.
But take a snapshot.
Take a Snapchat of my arsehole.
Take a Snapchat of my arsehole would indicate you have to take the photo first.
Yeah. And then it just says here, from the same guy who said Snapchat my arsehole, I'd love to fist a beaver. Now,
and do what with it?
I think he genuinely means beaver and not just a euphemism for vagina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he just genuinely means a beaver.
I've got to even make that. There was at Chisholm Adventures, it was like a summer festival, so random little acts playing, like all like pun names of like animals.
Oh yeah.
We saw DJ Sharky and the dancers.
Oh nice.
But there was a Justin Bieber.
And, of course there is.
And all I heard was the whole Justin Liddell's joke as the name. Where are you now, Justin Bieber? What's your name? Justin Bieber. And where are you? Oh, I'm Justin Bieber right now.
I knew I'd fucking missed one out as well. He also says about the 16, 17-year-olds, I should say they were also drinking White Lightning.
Brilliant.
I mean, that'll make you stab anyone.
Oh, well, yeah.
This was heard in sunny Manchester.
Ooh.
Around the Sam and Gaz neck of the woods this time.
Not too far.
It just says here, I used to know a guy called Dave the Drug. His cock was like crack.
Brilliant. What, inconsistency?
It's just powder. Just dusty. Very, very dusty.
Angel dust.
I'm assuming they're addictive.
Right, yeah.
He had an addictive dick.
Addictive. Wow. An addictive dick appointment. I'm here for the
I'm
dick
so
appointment.
glad I went back to make sure that I got them all. And then just finally as well, I'm not sure what the location of this one is, but it just says the Northern Irish have a business in cheese.
Their business is cheese.
Their business is cheese. Is it though?
Their business is cheese.
I thought cheese is more of a French thing. I'm not aware of a Northern Irish cheese.
Oh, there you go. What? Some homework for you.
Something to I'll provide an update.
Oh, I forgot to say something I wanted to move on. Mention was in the last.
Sorry, thank you to everyone.
Thank you so much. I mean, we've still got my holiday ones to go back. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everyone sent their Geezedrops in. Fucking awesome. That wasn't me. I just suddenly popped in my head. I think I sent you a thing of it. Let me see, so I can see the actual message. There it is. So when we released the episode where I talked about Triple R, the Indian the Hollywood film, and it went I forget these episodes published on YouTube. I forget they're there. I never share them. I never. It's just the image with the audio over it.
Yeah.
I don't even acknowledge them. And the other day, some guy commented on the episode on YouTube. Really, I was like, we got a comment on YouTube, and it's not like a, hey, you want a sexy time? Click this link.
Do people do that on YouTube?
And the guy was like, don't watch it, guys. 50 minutes have passed. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. There's not a single time they mention RRR, a single time.
But
don't watch it, guys. I mean, I wouldn't watch it anyway. I'd listen. 50 minutes have passed. But what was really, really, really fucking funny is that we start talking about Triple R 51 minutes in.
Yeah, that's fucking
I
great.
literally replied saying, I had laughing emoji I put, and then I was like, I played along. And
You should have done the timestamp.
And I was like, funnily enough, we do talk about it 51 minutes in. Yeah. And a week later, he replied saying, thank you very much.
I like it. I like that his message says, guys, like there's an audience or there's like a there's a comment community on our fucking one. There isn't.
There's nothing going on there.
Nothing.
We have been getting reviews on Spotify though, so thanks everyone for doing
good.
that. If you listen to Spotify, do go give us a little cheeky rate and comment. Not comment.
It's not Joe Rogan.
Review or comment, whatever. I don't know. I don't really care about that stuff anymore. But I'll take it. Why not? Be nice. Be lovely. Well, I'll have a little treat. Right. So my holiday Geezedrops. I'm debating whether I'll do the ones that are just normal, then I'll pass you I'll delete the ones that I go, and I'll pass you the normal.
I've got
you don't have to do them.
Well, I'm going to.
There's only a couple that require the normal. That's weird.
Greg, you gave me the opportunity to do accents. I'm going to do accents.
Yeah, there's only a couple that need the northern accents. You should be alright.
Northern.
Right, so we got. I'm still breathing.
What?
Just some old guy propped in a chair. He had one of those masks, and he didn't have the tube going in his nose. And he's kind of sat there, and he'd been there for a while. And I'm looking at him, and then I look over, and there was some guy stood over by by the arcades, and then one of them poked his head out, and the old man looked over at him and just barely raised his arm and was like, "I'm still breathing." And they were like, they were thumbs up.
Sick.
Thumbs up, back to it.
Sick. Straight back to the 10p machines.
Back to it. Fucking, it was the delivery in that one. I really enjoyed that. Right, this one, I like this one. A queue, forget it, we'll starve.
That is good. Can't be asked.
That was at the castle going into the cafe. It was so funny.
That's fucking
a
great.
queue, forget it, we'll starve.
Yeah.
They definitely sounded like they were from my way.
Ain't got time for queues. I haven't come on holiday to queue.
This was a nice one. This is actually quite a nice little one, this one.
All right.
When I was at went to the amusement park one day, and I stood outside while Lizzie and Jana were going to the toilets, and these two little like rude boy lads walked out, but they were like 13.
Yeah.
And they stood next to me, and one of them was like, "Don't worry what you look like, man. Just make her laugh and she'll like you."
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then he was like, and then he said something about someone being a fucking cunt, and I was like, oh, but I missed what it was.
Don't worry about how you look. Just make her laugh, and she'll like you. That guy's fucking got some. He's tapped in.
He's tapped in,
mate. He's fucking well tapped in.
Right, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4 you can do here.
Super.
Holiday drops 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lovely.
All nicely separated for you.
Excellent.
The first one's quite long. It's actually quite a revelation, I think, what she says.
I just have to read it first.
Yeah, does it make sense? It was hard to write. I was walking around a charity shop at the time.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Do you know what?
Yeah. I just had to read it first.
I hear you.
For the inflections of voice.
Yes, and for it to make sense, because you got to follow this one.
It's weird, like it's weird how when I was younger, paying for things on card felt like I weren't spending money. Now when I use cash, it feels like you aren't spending money, but it does on card.
I think she's right.
I think she is
COVID.
right.
COVID did that,
mate. When was the last time you had like notes in your fucking wallet?
I've got notes in my wallet now.
All right, fair enough. Well,
but they've been there for a while.
Yeah,
it's literally my little when I won that money at the horses.
Oh yeah.
And I had the last of it left, and I won some money on the sweepstake at work. So I literally had like £20 note in my. Don't muck me, people. I've been carrying it around because I don't use my card. In fact, I use my phone more than anything.
Another one here.
Another one here.
Jesus, child. Just go tell your dad you need the toilet.
So she had been at the arcades most of the evening, to the point that a security guard bought her a chair from the bar.
Oh, fucking
and
sick.
basically her kid was like, "Mummy, I need a toilet," and she was like, "Jesus, child, like I'm fucking busy.
I'm about to hit the jackpot here.
I'm busy. I'm on the 2p's here. I'm about to get this fucking bubble gum. I've been at it for 6 hours.
We haven't spent all day in here for me to not leave with this bubble gum."
Right, what's next?
I got a nice little short one here. It just says, I find the chicken cheaper in Morrison's.
That was good.
It is cheaper in Morrison's.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I heard, literally, it was a whole family getting out. I was like getting out of a tiny car. There was loads of them. And literally the mum got out saying that to like, over the roof of the car to like, someone getting out the other side. Like,
what fucking, like, you know when you like arrive at a destination of holiday, all sort of conversation sort of stops.
Of course, yeah.
Apparently not with that family.
No, Morris. Maybe they're coming back from somewhere. They're just coming back from Morrison's or somewhere.
Could be. Or not, in fact. There were two. Apparently not from Morrison's, because the chicken's cheaper there.
There were two massive Morrison's near us, and they were literally across the road from each other. It made no sense. They were big. It was weird.
And then finally, and as I said, I just read this one before reading it out, and I wish I hadn't. It just says here, play your cards right, and I'll give you full access to that area. I fucking love that. Multiple context possibilities. Multiple. What area?
Oh god!
What fucking area?
Yeah, I think a woman was saying it to a fella or a guy. She was literally walking.
Play your cards right. Play your cards right.
Oh mate, I think she might have been saying it's the security guard. Mate, the security guard there was so good at his job. I can't tell whether he was like on speed, drunk, or that's just how he was. But he was really just on it, but really funny. Like, he took a recorder of a kid and started playing it. Like, he kicked a kid out. He didn't kick him out, but a kid kicked a football in the arcade. And he's like, mate, you can't have that kicking that in here. He took it out the front, went to give it back to him, and was like, come and get it! And I ran off with the football and like, kicked him out. Like, he was really, really interactive with everyone.
Yeah.
And
it's a man that likes his job, apparently.
Yeah, I think he's good at his job too.
I doubt he's probably got to deal with too much cuntiness. I mean, it's like a family.
I don't know. I think they do get quite a little shit there.
Yeah, but that's for the night team.
Yeah, but anyway, he was there every day apart from one day. But one evening, this girl came in, mate. She came in. She was young, probably. He says that she's 14. She had so much makeup on, but that's fine. She's on holiday. You never dialing up for the evening. Mm-hmm. She came walking down.
She's looking for a summer romance.
And she had like a can of Strongbow in her hand, and the security guard saw her, and she was literally like clear heels, little skirt, little top.
Yeah.
And he saw her, and he was like, "No!" And he walked over, and he took it out of her hand, poured it out, and threw it in the bin, and went back to the door. And she was the whole time, she had a massive vape in her hand. The whole time she was like shocked, like really long nails.
Yeah.
And then just open mouthed, shocked. And he was like, "Don't look at me with that face. I'm just doing my job. I'm gonna have a 14-year-old girl walking around necking Strongbow." He didn't say fucking. Let me retract. I retract the word fucking from the impression.
Allegedly.
Mate, she was well annoyed, man. She did give him a bit of shit, but I'd gone back in by that point.
Yeah. No, I think that's the right thing to do, though.
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Fucking 14's a bit much.
Yeah. That is a bit fucking much. I heard of a variety of, 3 that I wrote down anyway, of kids' names that raised an eyebrow.
That you've never heard like a kid have before?
Well, one of them I've heard, but I heard Seasons!
Seasons!
We've got Seasons.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Seasons! I'm making it sound quite romantic. Seasons. It wasn't.
No.
It was.
Seasons.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Are you sure she wasn't saying Susan?
No, it was definitely Seasons. I heard it multiple times throughout the whole. It was Seasons.
Seasons.
I saw this couple quite.
I just
a lot
don't.
around.
That doesn't even just have a good ring to
The
it.
Season's sister was called Tranquility.
Oh, get fucked.
I think it was the sister. Was called Tranquility, which I thought about. If you go to school, that's shortened to Tran, right?
Yeah, or Tranquil.
You don't want Tran.
Tranquil sounds like a night nurse.
It's like Seasons, Tranquility Seasons.
Tranquility Seasons buffet.
And
fucking awful. Those are that could potentially be two of the worst names I've ever heard for children. Just again, this dates back to the first episode we ever did. Just put the 6-inch heels on them now and just fucking put them on a pole.
And the thing is, I think Tranquility brings Seasons down.
Yeah, massively.
More unfairly than it needs to be.
Tranquility is a shit name.
You know, Seasons on its own, you know, okay.
There's too many fucking syllables.
There's a lot of summers and what have you out there, but like, there's a lot of summers.
There's a lot of summers, let me
Seasons,
tell you. Couple of autumns.
It kind of goes hand in hand.
Probably a winter.
No,
bollocks.
And then a goal.
Sorry, Greg. I'm not over Tranquility being a shit name.
No, I agree with you. I agree. But
too many syllables.
One more name. It's an oldie but a goldie. We had, of course, Prada.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Ugh.
Now there were a lot more, but they're the only ones I wrote down.
What are you going to call it?
I didn't start thinking about writing them down to near the end.
If you have twin boys, what are you going to call them? Moss Bros. Dickhead. Twat. H&M. And then you've got to figure out what those fucking names are. Hanquility.
They're both names, aren't they?
Hanquility and Manquility. Fucking dickheads. Some people...
Hanson and Manson.
I really do feel like... get fucked. Just like, what? Just get fucked.
Just get fucked.
What is it? Why did you call them Prada? Oh, it's where they were conceived.
What, in your handbag?
In the shop?
Yeah, like...
The fuck is wrong with people? I can't believe there's not a Greg's.
Why is it called Seasons? When we had sex, it was seasonal.
Yeah. Well, we had sex in a season. Yeah, everyone does.
There probably is.
Which season?
What,
Well, we didn't like the idea of calling them winter.
What do you mean you can't be? Oh, you mean Greg? Oh, yeah, not a Greg. You mean Greg's?
Yeah, Greg's.
That is his one. His name is Greg.
With an extra G and an S.
Sounds a bit cooler than just Greg, though.
Because this is.
What's
Greg's.
your name? Greg's.
Greg's. No, you're cool. You'd be named after a pastry. It's not cool at all, babe.
Just call me babe. Do you call Becca babe?
I do, yeah. But it's like it goes through variations. Because there'll be times where it'll be like, oh babe, and then it'll just be like the Cockney comes out from both of us, and it's like babe, or babe.
I'll give you a heads up.
I'll
give you a heads up. If Lizzie hears you call her babe, she will destroy you.
Oh yeah, I bet.
She'll rip you to bits, mate.
Yeah. I'm ready for.
Or she'll go we'll do that one.
And then wait until I leave, and then she'll be like, you fucking hear that?
No, she'll say it to you.
She'll say it to you. Babe.
Yeah, that's fine. You just call me babe. Don't call me babe. Ed, so we always joke about our good friend Ed. We don't always joke about him, but about this.
He's no joke.
About his.
He is no joke.
His list of movies, his top favourite movies, are always we always find them quite funny.
Excellent.
It's always a mixed match choice. We've always joked about Doom and Waterworld's on there.
Yeah.
Spoilers, they're not on this next list.
Yeah.
So Ed's had his list he talks about a lot. We always.
We
just find it funny.
It's not that he no longer enjoys Doom. It's just that it's been surpassed by other options.
So basically, his new definition of the list has changed because it used to be like his DVDs and stuff.
Yeah.
Of which even though he got rid of loads, still has fucking loads.
Yeah.
Which he still wants to get rid of, and he's now defining his list by things he has actually paid for and through like wherever.
Xbox
so he got PlayStation.
He got like a digital PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it's no disc. There's no disc drive in it.
You just sound like an old man.
Yeah.
Digital PlayStation.
He got a digital PlayStation. 360.
PlayStation.
He got the 360 64.
Digital PlayStation.
No, but it's like
he got a digital PlayStation.
But no, because they've now released.
Takes electricity. The devil's juice.
It's got no disc drive, so it's all like all the games you have to download.
Yeah.
In order to have them on there as storage, so you if you buy a game in a shop, it's probably just going to have like a download.
I don't even got from Sony. It might have gone from Xbox. I don't. Either way,
I can't remember which one it is. It's the Xbox or the.
It's films that he has downloaded that he's paid for that he has. And his killer, and this is now the new Ed list.
This is good. I'm looking forward to
So this is Ed's new...
Is this in an order?
No,
or is
no
this
order. No, just
order?
in what order he could remember.
Okay, cool.
Right, first on the list, no surprise, Titanic.
Yeah, standard procedure.
Saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah,
unlike
oh
the
my
iceberg.
God.
Well, they did see the iceberg coming a mile away.
Iceberg right ahead. They did see it a mile away, Greg. If they saw it a mile away, they would have been able to turn.
So we got, well, they weren't going to turn. The ship can handle it. So we got Titanic, followed by Starship Troopers.
Yep. Okay. Equally, again, glad to see that's still in there.
You know, yeah, this is still the original list.
Even I like Starship Troopers.
Right. Then we go Spartacus, seasons 1 to 4.
That's not a film. Season 1 to 4. That just gets its own little
Yep.
That's not so 7, 6, 5, and 4.
Mate, I don't know why. When he said that, I lost my fucking shit, man. I was crying with laughter. The way he's Titanic, Starship Troopers, Spartacus, seasons 1 to 4. I was like, there's so many things.
Like your Siri.
I was like, that makes the list so long. You don't need to do it all out.
Oh, that's good.
I like Spartacus 1 to 4 got on there. Joan of Arc, the one.
What?
the one with Mila, the one from Resident Evil.
I did not see that coming.
No, nor did
at
I.
all.
He has mentioned Joan of Arc before. What's her name? Mila Lukovic. No,
Mila Jovovich.
Yes. Joan of Arc. That sounds filthy.
Her Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
I'd like to get in her Joan of Arc.
No. I'm going to save you from a flood, is it? You see the size of it?
I'm not trying to get saved by it. I'm trying to create one, mate.
Titanic, Starship Troopers, Spartacus 1 to 4, Joan of Arc. Rampage, the one with The Rock.
Fucking gorilla film. Isn't that thing called Joe or whatever? No, that's Mighty
Joe Young. He said it was between Mighty Joe Young and Rampage, and he went for Rampage.
God damn! It's the big albino fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
That keeps getting bigger or something.
Yeah, and fights another thing. Yeah.
Oh God.
And recently added The Meg.
Oh, justified because I enjoyed The Meg.
The Meg's made it.
The Meg is good.
The Meg has made it.
Second one's come out now, isn't it? Yeah, apparently in China, the Meg 2, I think, is beating both Oppenheimer and Barbie.
Can believe it.
Can believe it.
I
feel like there's probably some.
There was a whole thing with the first Meg, wasn't there? That's why it was all.
Well, it's based. It's in China.
Yeah, and it had all the Chinese cast and Chinese funding and stuff. So,
my God.
That's the biggest secondary market, isn't it? All the big films.
There is that. What was it? With Jason Statham's they see it, oh
first
my God,
maybe.
It's the Meg.
It's the Meg.
It's the Meg
Again.
Oh my God.
Time to get
another Meg.
Time to get. No, that was good. That was really good. Shut up, Meg.
If Jason Statham ever loses his voice, you know where I am.
Just to stand behind him all the time.
I'll be over here practicing saying the Meg.
I think before we'll wrap up, I've got a few little stories here, but
tidbits.
We'll wrap up with this one. I think. See if I can remember what this is. Brilliant. Okay. This is local news.
Oh, is it?
This is local news.
Wonderful.
This is from Surrey Live. Yes, I accept.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off. Mystery. Literally, as soon as I started reading the headline, it just disappeared.
What?
No, it's back now. It
It
disappeared. As soon as I
it's where
it
the
back.
fucking.
It didn't even let you
page
disappear. Right. Mystery surrounds giant phalluses drawn on Surrey Road besides emergency roadworks.
There's no mystery about it. I'll tell you exactly what that is. People are sick of potholes, so they drew a dick round it, so they have to fill it in because they don't want a giant dick on the road.
The genitals appear to be on the road near the village of Cobham. That's where I work.
Have you seen any dicks on the road?
I haven't, no. With speculation, they were put there to draw attention to the potholes. Mate, the pictures, it's big, man.
Yeah, of course it is. The potholes are fucking massive.
That's a big fucking dick on the road.
Oh, that is a large dick.
That's a large
That's
dick
taking
on
up
the
a whole
road.
lane.
Yeah, that's a large.
That's a lane-sized dick.
That is a lane-sized dick. That is yards of dick. Yards of dick. Motorists in Surrey driving through Cobham have been given a shock after two giant phalluses were drawn in the middle of the road. The pair of private parts were pictured by a passing driver who travelled through the village and posted to Facebook.
That wordplay there is fantastic. The private parts pictured by a passerby.
That is, isn't it? That's hard.
Beautiful.
It was hard to say that.
Beautiful.
It was hard to. I'm surprised you nailed that. Then the pair of private parts were pictured by a passerby. I can't even say it. It's hard. I might use those lines for dice roll this time.
My pair of private parts were pictured by a passerby.
Phalluses on the road. Load up the car and go. Penises be everywhere.
This song writes itself.
I was walking through the shop yesterday, and as I came up to walking up part of the shop, the guy at work just stood in front of me, put his arms out and went, "What's the password?" And I just went, "Penis." Just fucking burst out laughing.
It's always penis.
Didn't even
if
think.
you're ever asked the password, definitely go with
Didn't
penis.
even think. So yeah, I am going to be looking out for penises on the roads of Cobham.
Don't blame you.
I wonder if it works. Or do they just not the penis? Like does it draw attention to the potholes? Or they're like, "Oh, we better clean this up then."
Pothole penises.
Or they're like, "Someone will clean that pothole up."
Penises perpetrating potholes.
Oh wow, perpetrating potholes.
I like all that. That's an excellent use of P words.
Yes, they was very good, very good.
Very good.
Well done, Sorry Live.
Well done. Yes,
Yeah, that
excellent.
was good. I enjoyed that. Thank
Bars.
you. Yeah, using penises being used for good.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
guess. You being used to fill holes, I guess.
Maybe-
literally being used to fill holes.
I'd like to see some variation. I'd like to see a
Potholes.
pair of boobs. I'd like to see some boobs on the road. That'd be pretty good.
It's not shocking though, is it?
Not as shocking as a penis, no. I mean, to be fair, a newspaper used to have boobs on there, literally.
If you
the
wanna-
first page in.
If you want to upstage, the simple cock and balls, like drawing on the road.
Yeah.
You just got to draw a really, really detailed vagina. There's
Yeah,
only other way.
100%.
You can't just do the oval. It's not shocking. You've
No,
got to do a
it's
really
like because
detailed
you'd
one.
see that and you'd be like, "What's that? Like a
gotta be
shell?"
really
or something?
detailed,
Like,
yeah.
no, you've got to really
Really do your
needs-
homework on that
You
one.
need some like labias in there.
Yeah, it
like
needs to all be there.
it just. I nearly said areolas, and I was like, "That's not right."
The way that comment I made then made me think of another 40-year-old virgin reference. What's happening?
When Judd Apatow fans.
when he's describing the boob and he's like holding a bag of sand. When you were like some labias in there, and I was like, yep, all of it there. It literally sounded like it made me think of that moment where doesn't know what I'm talking about. All of it there.
Yeah, sounds about
all
right.
Vagina elements in one place.
That all adds up. Yep.
All those vagina bits and bobs all in one go.
All those ingredients make a vagina.
All those bits there. Yeah.
And it's just, and of course the clitoris.
And of course the cactus.
The cactus.
The cactus, known to hold water.
Known to bear water.
If you're thirsty, look out for a clitoris.
So it's a valid point. I think I guess the good thing about the dick is that it's a very quick thing to draw. I mean, because obviously a car could come along.
You could do it with that pen leaving the paper if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, it's not like that house where you have to draw a cross through it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can't get that right first time. It's penis, just up, over, balls.
Yeah, there you go.
Helmet.
There you go.
If you've got the time.
I wouldn't even done the helmet. So
If you've got the time, piss sprinkle.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, I'd assume it was a jizz sprinkle, but you could do a piss.
Well, a good thing about the piss,
erect penis,
the
right?
piss,
You're not drawing. If you're not
piss
drawing,
stream,
you're not drawing an unerect penis.
No, well, I mean, who said it's erect? It could be. It's. I thought it was just sort of laying down.
Holding a fucking one of those foil sheets, catching the rains. You ready, bollocks?
The thing about a piss stream is, if there's a car coming, you can still just do it whilst you're running off the road because and spraying with the paint, and that's just one long stream.
Oh, okay. I see.
Instead of like the little darty dibbles,
The splodges.
dribbles. Yeah, the splodges. Some drippy piss.
Well, there you go. A little lesson on drawing piss and semen there for you, everyone.
There you go. That's the difference. Piss, one long stream. Semen, darty dribbles.
Darty dribbles. Oh, so it brings us to the end of the episode on that darty dribbles note.
Darty dribbles.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. A lot of Geezedrops. Thanks everyone sending in Geezedrops, and thanks for me for listening to them on holiday.
Superb work. Thanks for going places
Thanks
and
for
hearing
doing things and opening your ears and listening out and all that bollocks. Been a fun episode. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. Who knows what that'll be about? Things, maybe.
Stuff.
Excellent. I've been Greg. Always cheeky like Armstrong.
And I've been Darty Dribbles Jackson.
Oh!
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.